the middle of May 2022. I have decided to do something really crazy for me, and I signed up with a bodybuilding coach just yesterday. In fact, I should be getting workouts and meal plans from him maybe even this evening. There is a figure, body, whatever competition here where I live. There's two of them actually. There's one in 18 weeks and then one in 23 weeks. And the coach thinks I should be ready for both of them, although he likes to have 20 weeks, he said, to work with somebody. So 18 weeks is going to be pushing a little bit, but we'll see what I can do. Here's where I'm at. Let's go. I am now 2 weeks in with my bodybuilding coach, and I don't know, maybe getting a little bit bigger. I feel like I look a little bit better in the mirror. Maybe it's not coming across in the video, but I just wanted to highlight a couple things that have really surprised me about the process, even though it's only been 2 weeks. The first thing that surprised me is the actual diet itself and how much of a role that plays in this whole process, which I knew the diet was going to be like a big integral part, but I guess I expected something like an ever-evolving menu where it's like on Monday you eat this, and on Tuesday you got these other things, and on Wednesday yada yada yada, and Thursday. That's what I expected. I don't know why I expected that, but the reality is that it's one daily meal plan that is just a day in, day out, week in, week out, same thing over and over. I was like, at first when my coach gave it to me, I was like, okay, well, where's the rest of the days? And then I realized, oh, you just eat this all day, every day. Okay, but there's really not a whole lot of variation. You're eating the same stuff all the time. It's not bad, actually. The other thing that's been surprising is I got my hormones checked, specifically testosterone, at the advice of my coach, and talked to my doctor about it. He goes, oh, we'll run a blood draw. And I got the blood draw, and the results came back, and my testosterone level is abysmally low. So I've been, unbeknownst to me, I have been fighting an uphill battle in the gym and with weight loss and muscle gain forever. I don't even know how long. And I had no idea that I had such low testosterone, and that explains the lack of energy and the constant fatigue that I've been fighting for years, maybe, I don't know, decades, who knows. It also explains how I've always struggled getting rid of this little fat right underneath my belly button. So anyways, I'm going to meet with an endocrinologist here pretty soon, hopefully, and get started on testosterone. So those are my two surprises 2 weeks into this game. I'm on my way to go get my very first testosterone shot. It's peak week over here. It's Wednesday right now, and I've got my first show coming up on Saturday. So, gosh, what's that, 3 days away? I'm feeling really good, looking really good. I got veins, and I got these abs that are just kind of always there now, which is really cool. And I got veins on my stomach. Most recent body fat test was 2 days ago, and I am at 7%. Well, I had two goals when I started this process, and neither of those goals involved competing. But one of my goals was to get some visible abs, like six-pack, and that's kind of happened. Could be better still, but I mean, they're there. And the other goal was to get into single-digit body fat, and I was knocking on the door of that about a month ago or so, and blew through the door a couple weeks ago, and now at 7%, and I think it'll still just keep coming down, I think. I hope. This competition is, for me, it's just kind of icing on the cake. It's something that I hadn't planned on doing, but why not? You know, you put in this type of work and you get ready for something like this. You put in all the effort, you might as well get on stage and just see what happens. Okay, it's 2 nights before the show, 8:25 p.m. and I should just be resting, but instead I'm making all my meals for tomorrow to drive there and check in and all that, and then show day on Saturday. So counter's a little bit messy here, but anyways, everything's kind of getting put together with times, and maybe seems a little bit OCD, but I don't know what to expect, so I just want stuff ready to go, so I open it up and eat. Well, this is it. Just getting ready to head to a little town about 3 hours away for my very first show. I'm not really nervous because all the work's been done. The only nerves come from the unknown, and other than that, I've done all the work. I have not missed a day in the gym. I never fell off my nutrition plan, not once. Not even by one chocolate chip, although there were times where I was like, hey, one chocolate chip can't hurt, right? Sure, I could look better, I'm sure, just because I kind of came into the game a little bit late. With more time, I'd probably look even better, but I did everything I could with what I had. So what it is. With the amount of progress and the level of transformation in this last 3 or 4 weeks leading up to now, to just imagine going through even more transformation with that amount of time before my next shows is that's really exciting. And here it is, the tail end of peak week, and I feel like $1 million, man. I am not run down at all. I'm full of energy. I feel good. So I'm loving the process and excited to see what shakes out. I have arrived in Twin Falls, site of my first competition. Going to check in right now. I got into the hotel and took a shower with baking soda and laundry detergent, which was a bizarre thing, but apparently you do that, something to do with the tan. It makes the spray tan adhere better or something. So going to go get a tan and look at my hair. This is just kind of crazy. I never thought I'd be doing anything like this, so this is fun. I'm just enjoying the experience so far. Gonna try to savor all of this because nothing's ever quite like the first time. Headed out to get my second spray tan. It is, like 7:15 in the morning on show day. Woke up this morning and had breakfast of ground turkey and rice and zucchini. Not the best breakfast, at least not the kind you think of when you think delicious breakfast. I went to the lobby and got some coffee this morning too, and of course the lobby is just full of the smells of waffles and cereal and muffins and like all the other good stuff that you just wish you could have when you're at this stage in the game. But I've gone without that stuff for so long that it's not too much of a temptation, but still the smell was sure would have liked a waffle. Anyways, going to get my second coat of tanning now, and then pack my stuff up out of the hotel room and go down to the venue. The first show is in the books. I ended up walking away with a couple of medals, and I think most of that is because it was a pretty small show. If it was a bigger one, like the 2 I've got coming up next, I don't suppose I would have walked away with anything. I did everything I could leading into it, and I was very proud of what I looked like and where I was and what I was able to do in the 16 weeks that I spent getting ready. So just really, really thrilled with what I was able to do with my body composition. So now that I've got a little bit of that experience under my belt, I'll probably be a little more confident, and I'll know what to expect more as I go into the next show. So I've got another one coming up in Salt Lake City, and that is in, at this point, 4.5 weeks away. And then I've got my final show in Boise, Idaho, 6.5 weeks from now. So I got a little bit of time to keep adding some size, keep dropping the body fat, and with amount of progress I had in like the 3 or 4 weeks leading into this show, and it's like every day I woke up and I was like, whoa, holy crap. And so now I've got another 4 weeks. So just a few days ago, I finished my 100th workout since starting this whole thing. And I got my little trusty workout book here. Today is day 102, actually. And so I bought this book when I first started and been taking it to the gym with me every day. And I thought, man, there's so many pages in there. It'll take forever to fill that up. And now there's only 8 pages left. And this book is not going to last as long as I need it to. This is the best I've ever looked, and there's still 2.5 weeks till Salt Lake, 3.5 weeks till the Boise contest, and then, hate to say I'm gonna let it go, but I am so looking forward to eating all the stuff that I haven't been able to eat. I'm ready for a little break, but I'm gonna keep my foot on the gas 100% until I get there, because I am not going to come this far and let the wheels come off. Not after all this work. Today was a milestone moment for me. I got my in-body scan taken and I am down to 4.9% body fat, which is just mind-blowing to me. And I know I've said this before, but my goal when I started this was just to get into single digits, and my goodness, I just blew right past that. It's awesome to think about, but it's hard to deal with physically because I have such low energy right now. But only 2 weeks left to go, less than 2 weeks, 12 days. Well, I'm here, Salt Lake City. Drove all day, morning, afternoon. It's like a 5.5 hour trip was what it was supposed to be, but with all the bathroom breaks I had to take, it was more like 6 hours. Just got that in a little bit ago and got my first round of tan. They didn't do my face, they're gonna do that tomorrow. Ready for action. Little contest prep, day before the show meal. Finally getting some carbs. This is nice. One thing I didn't realize that I liked, actually I don't like, but for some reason this mustard is, can't get enough of it. Green Cholula sauce. I don't even like mustard or green Cholula sauce, but for whatever reason, they are making this food come alive. Gonna get me through the next couple of days. Whew. Back in the hotel now. The judging is now over for the show, and I've got about 3 or 4 hours to kind of kill until I got to go back for the award show. So I've got some friends here that I should totally reach out to and be like, hey, let's hang out for a few hours, but I am exhausted. I did not sleep well last night, as anyone who's probably ever done this knows. You just do not sleep well the night before. You're sleeping in this tan stuff, so you can't take a shower. You're in clothes so that doesn't rub off on the bedding, and I was sleeping on top of the covers and up a bunch of times to go to the bathroom. I mean, it's a rough night the night before. I'm gonna eat my little chicken and rice meal with extra mustard, and then I'll go back in a few hours and go to the awards show. Sunday morning after the Salt Lake show, somehow I managed to win 3rd place last night in my novice category, which had a lot of people, so I am just shocked. 1 more week now till Boise. I got to eat some pizza last night with some friends and my family that came down, my parents and my daughter, and now I'm back on the plan here because I got another week to go till Boise. No real time off for good behavior, but only 1 more week. Here it is, the end of the line. Very last competition, at least for this fall for me, is tomorrow here in lovely Boise, Idaho. And then after I get through with that, I am going to all-you-can-eat sushi, and I am going to eat till I have to be rolled out on a wheelbarrow.
but feeling pretty good overall, and maybe look a little more worn down than I kind of feel. I think it's kind of catching up to me a little bit today. I'm going to go get some coffee. But competition's tomorrow, and I just am at a hotel here. Just got my first coat of tanning, and I'll get the second coat tomorrow morning. Got my body fat tested at the gym today, and I am down to 3.8% body fat. I mean, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. But it's no wonder I'm so dang cold all the time. No body fat left. I am very happy about that. Now that I look at my face and see how tired I look more tired than I really feel. I actually feel quite good. But I am ready to be done. But I got one more day to get through. It's early. Early. Although the sun's kind of coming up, it looks like. It's Saturday show day here in Boise, Idaho. And as usual, I slept like ass last night. Man, I just have not, in these 3 shows I've done, have not gotten a good night's sleep. Yeah, I had to drink 3 gallons of water yesterday. And so I was up all night peeing. I think 4 or 5 different times. I lost count after a while. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Now I'm going to go have a 16-ounce coffee with a buddy, a fellow competitor of mine. Feeling good, actually, even though I'm sleep deprived. Had some chicken and rice this morning, and I'm just ready to do this. I look the best I've ever looked, so I know I don't look as good as some of these guys, but for me, it's a huge victory just to be where I'm at. That's exciting, but it's also exciting to know I've got 2 Reese's peanut butter cups waiting for me here in a couple of hours, and all-you-can-eat sushi a few hours after that. So,
Big John Fitness is 42 years old from Nampa, Idaho. That's Ben Vanderbilt. Let me bring on number 75.
I am officially done with my little gauntlet of 3 shows. Now I'm just kind of on a reverse diet to kind of ease out of contest prep mode, and I'll be looking to do some more shows in the summer of 2023. So, you know, it's really funny as I look back on why I got involved in this to begin with, which was only 5-6 months ago. I did a 22-week prep. 22-week process is what it took me to go from rotund and a little plump to completely jacked and shredded. 22 weeks, and that's really not that long. Although, gosh, looking back on the early days, it seems like forever ago, even though it wasn't that long ago. 5 months is really a short amount of time. But I remember when I got into this, I just wanted to look good. And I was 42 years old, and I kind of thought that it was now or never. And I wanted a physique that would turn heads. I've always wanted that, and I've never achieved it, and I thought, I've got to do it now. It's almost unbelievable when I see photos of myself. Like, I've never looked like that. Doc, I look at the pictures and I'm like, geez, is that even me? I think without the contests, I probably wouldn't have seen the same results just because there's no real sense of urgency. I am super glad I competed in these 3 shows, and in all 3 of them, I won some things. Here's a trophy from my last one. Here's some medals, and I'm just super proud of those and what I was able to do. For the most part, it was enjoyable, and there's a comfort to be found in the routine of the food, and the routine of the gym workouts, and even the routine of the Stairmaster. Man, as weird as that is to say, all of this stuff, once it becomes a part of your daily living, you begin to look forward to little things like that. So I'm ready. Let's go.